So today I'm going to show you everything that you need to know about 6 chords, 6/9 chords, be it major, minor, and maybe even some other interesting things that I'll show you. If you're anything like me, then you might actually have some struggles with these chords. They're not always that obvious in terms of how to achieve the best possible sound and the best possible voicing. That is what I'm going to reveal to you in today's video. Really quick though, you still have a chance to win a completely free Piano de Voyage, which is the modular piano that fits 88 keys right into a backpack. I like it so much that I've actually been using it pretty regularly on gigs, so definitely recommend entering that giveaway. Full guidelines are in the description. Make sure to read those. YouTube is not affiliated with this in any way, and watch out for scammers. If someone responds to your comment, be absolutely sure that it is my YouTube account, and when communicating with them through email, be sure that it is from a jazzpianoconcepts.com email address. And of course, if you're new to the channel, be sure to click subscribe and the little bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss any more lessons just like this one. Let's dive in. Oh, the 6/9 chord. Really beautiful place to land, to resolve. I'm a big fan. But on the other hand, just a normal 6 chord can seem really boring. We're going to talk about some different contexts and different ways to make all of this stuff sound absolutely amazing. And be sure to watch through the whole video because I'm going to be dropping some really important tricks throughout the video and you do not want to miss those. Now let's just do a quick little review here. Why do we have a 6 and not a 13? What is the difference between a major 7 chord and a major 6 chord? Here we go. A major 7 chord, you probably already know this, but we have 1, 3, 5, and 7, right? Now, if we were to add an A in addition to this 7, this would be a 13 because the core of this chord is 1, 3, 5, 7. However, if we were actually to replace this 7, replace this B with this A, this would now be a 6 because now we have 1, 3, 5, 6 as the fundamental 4 notes of the chord. So that's a C major 6 right here. Really simple chord, 1, 3, 5, 6. Now, quick little tidbit of knowledge here. You might actually recognize this chord from a very specific context. And in my opinion, this context is one of the best uses of this major 6 chord, this very simple, basic version of it, at least. That is the concept of the block chord. So a block chord is just 1, 3, 5, 6, and then we actually add the 1 again on top. So we get that little octave going. And so block chords are used a lot for melody, to voice melodies, to harmonize melodies, because we get this really nice octave double. Now, of course, block chords also work on these inversions of major 6 chords. How am I inverting this? Well, each note just moves to the next possible note in this chord, and that's it. Now, I'm not going to go any deeper into block chords here, but let me just show you an example of how you might recognize this sound and really like it. A great person to check out for the sound is pianist George Shearing. And if you want to learn more about block chords, I've got multiple videos on my channel, so I will be sure to link to at least one of those. So I don't know, if you like that sound and you like the sound of block chords, maybe this major 6 basic chord is totally for you. But we're about to get much more interesting here, and we're going to do a really simple thing. We're just going to take our basic major 6 chord, 1, 3, 5, 6, and add the 9 on top. So just by adding this 9 here, we suddenly have 4 notes that we can use aside from the root. So if we have a rootless chord, we can do something like this. Just by taking 3, 5, 6, 9 like that. Really pretty chord. Or even more commonly, even better, get rid of the 5 too. So we just get 3, 6, 9. I bet you've heard that before. All right, now pay really close attention because some of my absolute best hacks and secrets, including some really beautiful voicings and little improv techniques and arpeggios, they are all coming up later in this video. These are things that you really don't want to miss. So pay close attention, let's keep going. Now with my left hand, here's one of those hacks that I wish I had known earlier on. And again, if you like this one, be sure to stick around because I've got way more where that came from in this video. But we're gonna smash a 5th in the left hand. We're gonna play our 3, 6, 9 here. But then for movement, we're going to actually do 6, 9, 5. So we can actually get this. So that gives us some movement. Super quick aside, if you are learning from this video, be sure to hit that like button. I really, really appreciate it. Now here's another crucial thought that I really wish I had understood earlier on. There are a lot of chords that have both the 6 and 7, so check this one out. I bet you've heard this one before. Very common. We've actually got 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7 on the top. Now you could leave that 7 out and you would get quick tip here, another really awesome piano hack. These 4th bass 6/9 chords are so great for moving around intervallically, just keeping that 4 structure. You'll hear pros do that all the time. But when we add this 7 on top, we get a slightly different chord here. Now I'm curious what you would call this, but I think of this as a major 13 chord. Because if we actually build it from bottom to top, we've got 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 13, right? That's all the notes bottom to top. So that's one way to name it, but here's the weird thing. I don't always feel like that completely works for me. So somehow this sound for me doesn't actually make sense. Sonically, I feel like we still want that 6 down here. To me, this actually sounds way more like the actual sound we're getting. So if we rearrange the notes, what it almost should be is 1, 3, 5, 6, 9, 7 on top, or I guess we could maybe call that the 14. We just wouldn't do that, right? There's no such thing as a 14. But this is one of these really weird scenarios in music for me where sonically, I actually think this makes more sense. So I almost would rather call it a 6/9, like a C6/9, add 7 or something like that. Because for me, that 6/9 sound is so apparent. All right, now this next part of the video is absolutely crucial, so be sure you pay close attention. But before I actually show it to you, I want to talk to you about one other quick thing, which is my Jazz Piano Secrets course. In my Jazz Piano Secrets course, that shows you an entire jazz piano methodology that I call the Neo Jazz Piano Method that walks you all the way from point A all the way to really Z. We go from, I would say, late beginner to maybe early intermediate all the way to advanced jazz piano territory, and this gives you a reusable learning method that you can use on pretty much any song, any chord progression you want to learn how to build voicings, improvise over it, and actually use voicing mastery techniques to get a ton of mileage out of your voicing so that you're not just stuck using them in the same song all the time. So if you've ever felt like, man, I learned this voicing, but I only know how to use it in this one song. Or I learned how to improvise and I'm pretty comfortable on these 2 songs, but then other songs I'm not quite sure what to do or how to approach it. This course is 100% for you, and it is opening up for the first time in 6 months this October, this month. So if you are interested in joining, I always have a limited amount of slots. That number has been great at 75. So there are actually over 3,000 people on the wait list and almost 1,000 of them since the last opening. So new folks who are really looking to join the program. If you want to join, I give people on the waitlist an entire 24 hours advance notice to procure a spot before I open it up to the public. So if you want to make sure you get a spot, make sure you're on the waitlist, join.jazzpianosecrets.com, and I will be sending out some emails shortly about exactly when the registration is opening up. All right, let's get right back to the video. So we've got our nice classic C6/9 chord here. Here's a question: how do we make this a minor 6/9? Well, guess what? It's really, really simple. We're just gonna flat the 3. And now you've got a super classic minor 6/9 chord. So if we break this down at the basics, we've got 1, flat 3, 5, and 6. So that's our C minor 6. Once again, block chords, very useful. Those would be minor block chords. But once we add that 9 in, we get this awesome sound. You could add the C all the way on top. Got this awesome voicing here. And guess what? We can do the same thing we did before. Check this out. can add the 7 on top. So instead of just being a C minor 6, our chord becomes C minor major 7. Really, really great sound. But again, this kind of C minor 6/9 sound underneath that major 7 on top works so great. And what did I just do with that arpeggio? Well, I'm just going to show you because it's an educational video and I might as well. I just took G major over this flat 3 and 6 chord with the C and just did this arpeggio. So now I want to show you how we can make this minor 6/9 chord even more weird. In fact, you might even recognize a sound like this. I can't remember if it was the exact same voicing or not, but from last week's video, which you can check out, about voicings that, in my opinion, had the potential to break your brain because they sound so strange. Well, we're now going to add this F sharp on top. So it's actually kind of a G major 7 over C minor 6/9. To me, that's a really easy way to describe it because it's literally what I'm playing. We could also maybe think of it as C minor major 9 sharp 11. What would you call this chord? Let me know in the comments. By the way, leaving a comment about what you might call a chord like this is a great way to enter the giveaway. Again, though, be sure that you are subscribed to the channel and leave a thoughtful comment and read those giveaway full details in the description of this video before you enter. So this is a really, really interesting chord. Let's see how it sounds if we make it major. I love that sound personally. So it's almost like we got maybe B major over C 6/9 or G major 7 sharp 5 over C 6/9. Let's nerd out about this in the comments. I want to talk to you all about what you would call these chords. All right, I'm getting a little carried away. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm really glad that you stuck around till the end because hopefully you got some really interesting insights into some chords that you might not hear anywhere else. Again, if you're interested in joining my flagship video course, Jazz Piano Secrets, check out join.jazzpianosecrets.com. That will be opening up very, very soon. And if you learned something in this video, please be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit subscribe and click the little bell to turn on notifications so you don't miss any more awesome material just like what we talked about today. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. All right, take care.